My dear friends and Omega Strikers players, today's patch is chock full of quality of life updates that a lot of you have been asking for. Things like surrendering, auto-canceling when inactive players are detected, and more. These will help you improve your Omega Striking experience to become the true Omega Striker. But that's not all. Balance changes to characters, map adjustments, and new awakenings are being rotated in. So let's get started. We've finally implemented a surrender button, an auto-match cancel system for normal and competitive modes. Either team may now surrender during the awakening draft phase between sets if they have lost at least 2 sets in the game or have a player on their team that is inactive. If a player is detected as inactive early on into the match will automatically cancel. To see the full details, make sure to check out the patch notes below. To go along with your basic quality of life needs, we've also made some integrity changes to competitive mode. Solo queuers at any rank get higher minimum rating gains when you win a match to balance it out if you end up in a less than ideal match. Once you hit Challenger, you can't be a pre-made group anymore. You got a solo queue now. The minimum win rating gains are reduced a bit for you high elos as well. We have some more matchmaking plans in the future, but hope that this is a step in the right direction for you all. We've introduced a new rank tier, Pro League, which only the top players in each region can qualify for. You need to have at least 100 LP in Omega to be promoted into this new tier. That doesn't mean once you hit that 100 points that you automatically qualify. There's a hard limit to the amount of players that can be in the Pro Leagues. So, be sure to fight for every single precious point you can. I just know you love watching number go up. And finishing up the system changes will be the change of how MVP is calculated. There is no longer a multiplier that will weigh events later in the game more favorably for the purpose of determining the end of game MVP. You gotta ball out the whole game for MVP. Maps and modes are getting a little TLC too. Doing some maintenance on Night Market and Oni Village by making the speed boost speed a tiny bit more, but largely aimed at making the rules more consistent. Our favorite app has gone viral. Aimee is very popular and pretty potent. Perfect 5-star rating. We're pulling back on how much reach she has, which we suspect will especially tap her down as a goalie. We fixed a bug with Asher's barrier beam. Her shield no longer occasionally lets the core pass through. Oops! We resolved an issue where quick casts of Era's Flutterfly in succession via Twin Drive would not correctly apply the full duration of the buff. Juliet's special, Flame Flurry, is also getting some bug fixes. Staggered targets getting hit by the light hit portion will no longer be able to evade before the final hit. Make sure to have that evade button ready. When Octavia gets flowing, she stays winning. She's already actually pretty strong, and she has a bug fix buff currently incoming, so we're making sure she doesn't flow out of control. Like some sort of musical flood. Clarion Corp has been hard at work upgrading Rasmus's signature ability, allowing it to benefit from size, duration, and power modifiers such as Monumentalist and Timeless Creator. Death Touch is still considered a projectile during its initial travel, so it will benefit from projectile modifiers such as missile propulsion, but transforms into a creation once it expands. We hope this change gives Rasmus some fun new options during the Awakening draft, even if everyone bans him on Aimee's app. Vice's power cord recharge time is no longer unintentionally increased to 8 seconds with prime time. Weird bug. Zentaro's II Rush indicator now shows the full area he'll hit instead of the location of his dash. This should be much more accurate for enemies now. Please note that it'll also seem bigger for Zentaro, but his range is unchanged. His special has a couple bug fixes as well. If one enemy is staggered within the area during the special, they will be knockback locked until the final hit. We're also hoping that he no longer launches himself off the map while in the middle of his splashy skill. Gira is sitting in a relatively balanced place. Nice! But we're giving Pummelers a bonus to its speed perk, so those KOs translate to wins. We're welcoming some new awakenings and rotating out some that have been stifling in high MMR play. We've also been doing some bug fixing and light balance, of course. As a reminder, getting rotated out doesn't mean they're gone forever. Adrenaline Rush, Stagger Swagger, Stinger, and Unstoppable have been rotated out. In their place, we welcome some new energy-based awakenings. Say hello to Catalyst, Egoist, and Fire Up. Reverberation is also joining the roster, but will affect your cooldown rate. Prime Time has now been nerfed, and Super Surge has had a slight buff. Oh, and Aerial's Bulk Up and Peak Performance's tooltips in-game now accurately represent the extra stats given for Stagger. We actually fixed quite a bit of general bugs this patch too. Some of these are less exciting than our striker fixes, so we'll let you catch up with these on the patch notes linked below. Before we close out for today, let's take a moment to appreciate some of the incredible creations from our community. This X piece was truly inspirational. He may look friendly, but I'd steer clear of this brawler. Get it? Steer? Like the cow? Luna looks so cute in this piece. Look at her smiling. We must protect this little one at all costs, even if she drops a missile on my head. Do you ever wonder what it'd look like if you got some strikers all together on their day off? Well, now you know. Whoa, Asher looks so pretty. Oops, my bad, I got distracted. Aimee sure is working hard to perfect those idol moves, even if she thinks it's mad cringe. Someone should let her know it's definitely okay to take breaks now. Make sure to check out these awesome artists if you enjoyed their work. If you want a chance to be featured in Court Chat, make sure to tag us with #OmegaStrikers. Thanks for sticking around, everyone. See you on the field!